Hello everyone, my name is Edgar Betancourt and I will be presenting my presentation on climate emergency. Climate emergency, what is climate emergency? Definition of climate emergency: a climate change that requires intervention to reduce damages that can potentially be unrepairable. At the current moment, we are experiencing a climate emergency with a lot of factors that are contributing to what is most important right now, which is global warming. The climate emergency was called in 2019. As a matter of fact, 2019 was the year that climate emergency took precedence, according to Oxford Dictionary. It was the most popular word, climate emergency. Causes of climate emergency: cultural influences and events. Many things that we experience throughout our lives, subtly, we don't realize the ramification or effects that it has on global warming and this cultural emergency. The first being food. The effects of global warming: increase in global meat demands. With the increase of demands for cattle and livestock has increased the global and carbon imprint that we as humans consume in this earth. Also, increase of CO2 decreases the food's nutritional qualities. The obstacles concerned are bioenergy, for example, ethanol, which is corn that can lead to new deserts. Planting more trees is a solution that most people think would be the most logical thing, but actually planting more trees can increase food prices by as much as 80% because it takes up more of the land, which means there's less land for livestock to grow and graze. Right there we have cows. The cows contribute to the global warming with their gas, which is, something that we should all have known since elementary. And of course, bioenergy, corn producing ethanol. Another one is energy. The effects of global warming with energy companies are right now leaning more on fossil fuels than low carbon energy. In 2018, the total global investments in fossil fuels were approximately $1.2 trillion compared to only $630 billion for low carbon energy. Energy sources such as solar panels, wind turbines, water turbines, these things can drastically decrease the carbon imprint and also will help heal the earth. Here we have pictures of the coal. We also have petroleum mining and also fossil fuels being burnt in the energy plant. Next, we have nature. The effects of global warming with nature. One perfect example is deforestation. Deforestation involves the cutting of trees. It could be for many things as far as logging. It could be also ways of clearing land to provide more space for livestock. So also the elimination of grasslands or wetlands drastically impacts the effects of the earth producing oxygen and reducing the effects of the carbon dioxide that's being trapped here on Earth. So as you can see with the photos and the images, you have forest fires, which also cause an increased effect on global warming. And we have the cattle, the grazing, and also mining. Next, we have pollutants. The effects of global warming with pollutants is a one that many people are not aware of because according to the standards now, chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, have been outlawed and banned, but they're still prevalent. They still exist in many parts of the world, especially third world countries. And methane, as we mentioned before, could be a gas that can be emitted from cows. With cow flatulence, or if you say cow farts and burps, And also, we have sources of chlorofluorocarbons with insulation materials for homes, refrigeration, air conditioning, and then aerosol cans. So these are steps that we can take to reduce. We can find alternatives to insulating our homes, also finding new ways to take care of our health products as far as hairsprays and whatnot. Next, my experience. What I see is a global demand for things that we see as more as wants and not needs. The connection between the word of the year, which is the global emergency, the climate emergency, and the concept of popular culture is the lifestyle that we tend to live, the lifestyle trends that we as human beings continue to pursue in an attempt to live a luxurious life, as seen right there with the yacht and the helicopter. That leaves a huge carbon imprint. Like that really wastes a lot of fuel and really makes an impact on Earth's health. Also, as you can see the picture with the beef and the barbecue, the high demand of beef, we should find different ways to supplement our nutrition, cut down on some of the meat. If we can cut down on the meat, we as Americans, we consume a lot of meat, and if we can find different ways to supplement our protein, maybe cut down on how much meat we eat, we can also cut down on the carbon imprint. Down at the bottom, you can see a private jet. Instead of commuting and finding ways to fly, with large numbers, we see a lot of the elite that are traveling in these private jets that also has a huge carbon imprint. And to the bottom right, we can see that the most evident case of pollution and the carbon imprint in this earth, which is high volumes of traffic in major metropolitans such as New York, Chicago, LA, Tokyo, and a lot of people in India and China. We see a lot of these traffic jams, a lot of these vehicles on the road. So maybe finding a way to cut down on emissions is to find different means of transportation, maybe more bikes, maybe if you can walk, if you can carpool, it'll reduce the carbon imprint. That is my presentation for climate emergency. I hope you liked it. Also, to add on to my experiences, simplicity will be the solution to heal the world of all its ailments. Until we realize that our wants are surpassing our needs, we will continue to push the envelope of driving Mother Nature to a breaking point. And that point is not too far away. Thank you.